Well, hi everyone, and welcome
Hi,
to
guys.
Pinsane episode 2, sponsored today by Facebook API, which is still suffering problems despite what they have all told us.
Oh, sorry we're late. I'm always late for everything, but for this, I'm normally
try our best
really
not to be late.
on time. But today we had some technical difficulties.
It's been a very exciting few minutes trying to get that set up. So this is episode 2, and we are your hosts.
Have you noticed anything different about us?
We have brand new jumpers, freshly branded with our with our Pinsane logo on it.
We are the coolest kids in town with our really amazingly cool Pinsane jumpers on that we wore last weekend to the Holland event, and we were definitely the coolest people there. Rocking these.
So what do we have this week? In this week's episode we have this week's news, what happened last week at the Breda pin trading event, next week's Paris event.
Yes.
You can open your pin mail, which you've been keeping.
I've had to keep this pin mail. We've had some of these packages for over a week, and I've been so good at not opening them and sneaking a look, and it's been really hard. But I thought we'd keep them to open with you guys.
And we have our pin of the week.
Yes. Pin of the week.
And we have our giveaway, courtesy of our friends in Holland.
Yay. Courtesy of our Dutch pin trading friends from the Pin Trading Holland page. They've given us a load of amazing brand new lanyards. So over the next couple of weeks, months possibly, we're going to be giving them all away.
Yes. And so first thing up this week is this week's news. And this week's news, pin releases in Mickey's of Glendale, the Imagineering campus in California.
Yes.
And they had some St. Patrick's Day pin releases.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen them. There's a Chip and Dale, and the pins are quite big, aren't they? It's Mickey's of Glendale, so the pins are always big. But the Chip and Dale, and then I didn't know who he was, but you knew straight away, and it was
the Little Man of Disneyland.
The Little Man of Disneyland.
From the cartoon of the same
well-known
There's a
Disney book.
There's a book.
There is a book. So they're cute.
Would you like to tell everyone the story of the Little Man of Disneyland?
I'm going to leave you tell the story of the Little Man of Disneyland.
The Little Man of Disneyland lived in Anaheim in a tree. And when Mickey wanted to build Disneyland, he had to go and ask the Little Man of Anaheim if he could build his park there. And the Little Man of Disneyland said yes, and he still lives there in a tree, not too far from Indiana Jones.
I'm surprised that particular story isn't as popular as stories such as Cinderella, Aladdin. I'm surprised that that one has not been broadcast all over the world. Anyway, the pins are really cute.
And he's definitely not a leprechaun.
No, I thought he was a little leprechaun, but he's not. But they're really cute. And also, when I first saw them, I was a bit like, well, they're going to sit on the shelf a while. But lots of Americans have Irish ancestors, don't they?
They do. So,
I don't know whether they've sold out yet. I don't think they have.
Chip and Dale probably has by now.
Probably, but I'm not sure about the other little pin. But so that's cool. News from Mickey's of Glendale.
New pin releases in Paris.
Yes.
This weekend.
That was interesting.
Belle on the Carousel.
Really pretty.
The Bambi Spring Pin, which might mean we have Bambi all year.
Yeah.
Tarzan World's Best Friends. And Simba's St. Patrick's Day pin.
Yes.
So all 4 of those released yesterday via Linebitty.
The Linebitty tickets sold out straight away because on all of the French pages, people were asking, did you get a ticket? Did you get a ticket? And people were saying yes and no. So the tickets sold out straight away on Linebitty. But interestingly enough, not all the pins sold out straight away. Well, actually, none of the pins sold out yesterday. I think some of them have sold out today from what people have said who were in the parks today in Pueblos. I know that they were really limited stock with the Belle pins. But I was confused because I thought if they'd run out of Linebitty tickets, then how are there pins left? But I guess people are not buying 2 of each pin.
Yeah.
And we think that's down to there being so many releases in Paris this month that it actually is a small fortune to buy 2 of every pin that they release, as well as getting to Paris.
And I guess that takes us to the next release, because there's then another release this Friday at the annual pass holder party.
Oh yes, I'm not going to.
No, you're not going to.
Go to
There are 2 pin releases that night. That's their LE 700.
Yeah. Do we know what they are?
Yes, they're on the poster. There's a Hook and Peter Pan.
Oh yes.
Is one of them, and then a bunch of princesses on the other one.
Mhm.
I think there's 4 princesses on the other pin. So there's 2 coming out on Friday.
Yay! So that should be cool.
And then.
So have fun if you're going there to the annual pass party. Have lots of fun. A top tip from people who've attended annual pass parties. Have we ever been to an annual pass?
No, we've been to the jazz party.
We've been to the jazz event party. The pins, well, they did at the jazz event, and also we had friends that went to the last annual pass party, and they queued for pins like from mid-afternoon, didn't they? So just be aware, if you're going to the annual pass party and you want to get those pins, do that straight away. Don't leave it until the end of the night, because chances are they'll probably sell out pretty fast. For the jazz event, we queued for pins for about
quite a long time.
6 hours, maybe. It was a long time.
But we probably didn't have to.
We probably didn't have to, but I collect the Aristocats, and they were all Aristocat pins, so it's not a chance that I could take. I made everybody queue for 6 hours.
In other news, the UK event, which is coming up in London, tickets went on sale last weekend.
Yes, and they've flown, haven't they?
There
Which
are
is brilliant.
18 tickets left. Only 6 tables left, and only 12 general admission tickets.
Okay.
So if you want one of those,
so if you want a table, so having a table means that you bring your pins with you and you set your pins on the table, and then people will walk around and visit your table, and then you can wander around and visit their tables and their pins. And if you don't have a table, you just need a regular general admission ticket, which means that you get to walk around the event, but you don't have anywhere that you could actually lay your pins out. So if you're planning on taking lots and lots and lots of pins, might be a good idea to get a table.
Yeah, and so they're available from www.disneypintrading.co.uk.
Yeah.
And
last year we couldn't go because we were at a really important birthday party, but apparently it was amazing. Yeah, we were really disappointed not to be able to have made it.
And we know that definitely there are going to be some games.
Yes, and prizes, and
there's a raffle with some small prizes and some big prizes, and there is definitely food, which is quite an important thing.
So there's lots of exciting things going on. We've already had a little sneak peek into the schedule of the day, and if you've not played Pingo before, that's quite cool. Pin version of bingo.
Yep, but if you don't have your tickets, you better get cracking.
Yes, get them quickly, because I know there's people coming from all over to this event, so that's really exciting, isn't it?
Yes.
Yay! What other news do we have?
I think that's basically it for the news from this week.
Yeah.
So what did you do last weekend?
Last weekend we had the best weekend. So for the last couple of years, we've kind of heard about the Dutch pin trading events, but I don't know why we've not been before, and I'm kicking myself that we haven't been before. And then this year, our friends Dennis and Dennis, who run the event, said, no, you have to come this year, you have to come. So we booked tickets to go ages ago, didn't we? Like maybe October time. And we didn't know what to expect at all. We both knew that we were working until really late on Friday night. And we both had to be in work Monday morning really early. So we just thought, right, let's book the ferry from Harwich over to the Hook of Holland, because the event was in Breda, which is only about...
It's about 30 miles.
30 miles from the ferry in Holland. So we booked and we went overnight, which is exciting, on the ferry. I've never done that before. I loved it. And we got to Holland and we spent... The event was actually afternoon evening, which was really cool. So I don't think the event started until 4, did it? So we had all day to explore. And we took my parents with us, who were a little bit sort of like... They don't pin trade, but my mum has some really cool pins on the wall in her house. in frames that she won't give me, that she's had for about 25 years. And we spent the day walking around Rotterdam, which is the cleanest place I've ever been. Holland is so beautiful. And then we checked into our hotel, which was a bit like... it was like a really clean, posh travel lodge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it was really reasonable. I think we paid like...
It was £60 a room.
£60 a room, which is amazing. Which was about 5 minutes from the pin event. And when we got to the event, we walked... it was in like a big sports centre.
What we could do...
We could play you, yeah. I'll tell you a little bit about it first, though. So we got to the event, and my mum had kept saying, "What is it? Just pins? Are there just going to be pins there?" And I was like, "I think so. I don't know." She was very happy. If it was Disney, you could think of it. It was there. They had pins, Disney traditions, irregular toy shoes, Dooney and Burke handbag. Oh my gosh, it was packed. It was one of the biggest pin trading events I've been to ever. It was probably the best organised pin trade event in terms of constant games, wasn't it? Like all day. There's a video that we're going to show in a minute, and the video, we've cut it a bit, haven't we? But the games at the end of the evening went on for an hour. Like the raffle went on for an hour. There was prize after prize after prize after prize after prize. I didn't win. I was furious. But lots of other people clearly did. I had terrible tickets. Okay, should we play you the video?
Yeah.
Cool. Enjoy. Hi guys. So we are here at the pin trading event in Breda in Holland, and we're having an awesome time. It is ridiculous. There are people selling and trading pins everywhere. Not only pins, but all sorts of other things. Disney traditions, all sorts of Disney memorabilia, paintings, bags, irregular toy shoes, handmade items. There's amazing people selling headbands and all sorts of Mickey ears. Mickey Mouse is here. He's just over there. And Olaf and lots of princesses. Everybody's having an awesome time. It is really busy. We booked our table quite a long time ago, and we booked actually 2 tables because we thought that we'd try and bring quite a lot of stuff with us, and we've already traded for some amazing pins. We've sold quite a few pins, and we're having a great time. Do you want to have a little scoop of our table? Here we go. So we start this end, and we go down to just where the shoes are there. They're not my shoes. But we are having a blast, and we'll take lots of pictures to show you, and later on maybe we'll do like a little walking tour so that you can see exactly what goes on here. Bye guys! Hi!
And so there will be more from Breda later in the episode.
Yeah, but it was amazing. There were, I think, over 300 people attended.
Yeah. They
said, didn't they? And it was continuous. All day. We had so much fun. We traded loads. There's a picture of the pins that we were able to trade for. Not even all of them. We got into a really bad habit of trading pins, and if we trade a pin that we're going to keep, we pull it out and keep it to one side. But if we trade a pin because someone wants one of ours and they've got a great pin and we think, oh well, that'll trade just as well, we pop it back in the file, and then we forget like what we've traded and what we haven't. It's a really bad habit, and for the last 5 years we've said we won't do that, but we keep doing it. Ugh. So there's a picture on the page of the pins that we traded for, and
there might be one of those in the little video at the end as well.
Yeah, and they were amazing. It was so much fun.
313 was the final count.
Oh, there we go.
So
313. Yeah, a massive congratulations, guys. It was the best day. We loved it, didn't we?
We did.
I bought all sorts of crazy things there. We traded loads of pins. We sold some pins. I bought decorations for my Christmas tree. My mum tried on a pair of irregular choice shoes, but if they'd been a size smaller, she definitely would have bought. There was a store there on the way in, and oh, it's on the video.
It's on the video.
We'll have to ask Dennis what that's called, because they sold Disney Traditions.
Dion, I think.
Dion. It was amazing. The prices were ridiculous, weren't they? They were so good.
There's no chance that we're going to keep notebooks at Abigail.
Notebooks.
Maybe
we do need to be more organised.
Bring someone with us to take notes. Should we talk about that again later on?
Yeah, we'll talk about that again later on.
Open your pin mail.
Can I open my pin now?
Open your pin mail.
We have pin mail, but first of all, last time when I opened my pin mail, I didn't see something. I opened the pins, and there was this inside, and I didn't realise that on the inside, it had all this beautiful writing, and the pictures are to die for. And it was from Snow, and here we go. And Snow's little one, and oh my gosh, look at these pictures. How gorgeous are they? So let me read it out for you. It says, so the front says, so we traded with Snow. She traded off our pin board, and she says, thanks so much for the trading video. It was lots of fun. And then on the inside, it says, to Laura, Beth and Phil, thank you for trading with me. I absolutely love my poo pin. I think it says, he's my favourite character. I would love to be...
After Piglet.
After Piglet and Marie. Fair point.
Yeah.
So he's third. Not quite favourite, third on the list. I would love to be a cast member when I'm older. How cute. And look at this.
Oh yes, because Snow had the cast member pin.
Yeah, she did. Look at this.
Hong Kong one.
I mean, to die for. Thank you so much, Snow, for sharing that with us. And I'm sorry that I missed it last time. And I forgot to tag Snow to tell her that we were going to be reading this out, but hopefully she'll rewatch. And it's what a cutie. Here we go. So shall I open some pin mail? So I've already pre-opened the top, but as you can see, I've not looked inside to see what the pin is, okay? Because for video purposes, but I've not sneaked a peek. Okay. So first we have, this hasn't got a name with it, so I don't know who sent us this. So oh my gosh, I love it anyway. It's Snow White and Prince Philip. How cute is that? Thank you. Nice. I don't know who sent this to us. We could work it out probably from if the other people have names. If you trade with us, put your name in so we can say thank you properly. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what else we have. Stickers. Okay. Stickers. Does this have a name? This one doesn't have a name either, so I'm not sure who this comes from.
Well, we're not partly on anything now, so I can't get Facebook up at all. Can you keep that turned off, because
Yeah.
we're using too much, I think. Whatever is going on with the pipe here, we are using too much on the way. Well, this is in danger of being slightly too lively this evening, as a live event. I'd like to thank Facebook again for an exceptionally stable connection this evening.
We don't know what's going on with Facebook tonight, but thank you for being patient. So where were we? We were opening pin mail.
We were opening
Okay.
pin mail.
So let's go back to it.
Let's carry on with
Okay.
the video.
So let's see. There's no clues on the back as to who this is from. This is packaged really well so far because I can't get into it.
Would you like this assist?
No, thank you. I'm going to rip it open with my
Sure.
hands. Oh, here we go. Okay. So thanks for the trade. Have a magical day from Josie. Ooh. I don't think I've ever seen this pin before. This is interesting. If anybody knows where this comes from, let us know because I have never seen this pin before. How cool is that?
Very nice.
Very nice
The
indeed.
last pin, Abby Cooley was saying just before she was, we were all rudely interrupted, that there was a note with Perry, and there was a note because it said, "Thank you for the trade." Perry fell into the bag because he was
your
favourite.
So that's why that package is still there, because you're going to keep that, aren't you? That one. We're not going to retrade it. Wow, look at this. Where's that from, guys? Where does this pin come from? I think the back says, I think it says 2015, but I've never seen that before. Does it? I don't know. We're going to find out. Let you know next week.
There
But
we are.
thank you, Josie. That's a
something someone else can
really
do.
cool
You can examine that
pin.
pin there.
Let's see what else. Oh, okay, here we go.
Ooh, this is
Beautifully
from
wrapped.
Dot, I believe, looking at the writing.
Is it? How do you know it's from Dot by the writing? Very clever.
Because on the back it says Dot as well.
Where?
Where your thumb is.
Oh yeah, it does. Thank you, Dot. You're going to like this one. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is really cool.
Stitch with guns.
Look at him. What a cutie. He is so cool. I'll trade that one, shall I?
I'll trade you for Snow White.
No, I'm keeping Snow White as well.
I don't think that's quite how it works.
Yay, thank you, Dot. That's so cute. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, so we didn't trade for this on this page, but I think I bought it off somebody on the UK pin trading page that we are moderators on, and it's so cute. I'm pretty sure that's the page that I saw this pin, and we were so disappointed that we couldn't go to the release this weekend, but I loved that little pin. Isn't it gorgeous?
Very nice.
Really cute. So there's that one. Okay, we have two more.
I do, Dot.
Oh, yeah, he
that is
does,
a very
Dot.
nice
I
pin.
like it too. Yay! Oh, okay, there's
this
a note.
is the 2008 version, so this is an old one.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Laura Beth and Phil, thank you both so much for the trade. I really love your videos. You're both so wonderful. I have given you a Hong Kong Disneyland Halloween Zootropolis pin. It glows in the dark. Look forward to the next video. This is from Emma. Emma! Oh my gosh.
You can't have it, Dennis. That's my pin.
Wow.
My pin is being coveted by Dennis.
I like it more. This is so cool. Look at that. And it glows in the dark. We're going to check that out right now, Emma. I'm going to see if you're telling the truth.
It does.
Does it?
It does glow in the dark.
That's really cool, isn't it?
2016.
Yay! Did we go to Hong Kong in 2016? Yes. No, 2017. February 2017.
17.
Hi, Tui. Yes. Hi, Alan. Right, let's go. I think we've got one more. Okay, so this is from... Oh, hi, guys. Oh, hang on.
This is the one from Abby that we were halfway through before it blew up.
Ah, yes.
There was a note in the package from Dot. Was it? Oh no, we did have to open Dot's package.
We opened Dot because we had to get a pin out for somebody else.
Yeah, we did it because part of that package has gone to Holland already.
Yay! Look at this, Phil. Oh my gosh.
He's Figaro.
Figaro. How cute is he? He's so cute, isn't he? I love these little tiny pins. Oh my gosh.
There's something,
it's
isn't it?
such exciting pin mail. I don't know whether you caught this one because this was on our video.
That's another question. Is that a Sum Sum or a Zoom Zoom?
Well, I say Sum Sum.
Comment with an S or a Z and let's take a vote.
Laura Beth, it was a wee... Oh yeah, Dot. I don't know. So, I don't know whether you saw this because I was showing you guys this when the video cut out. But how cute is this? We traded for this week too. That's really cute.
The camera, this is one of the Little Mermaid UK limited edition from a few years ago. 2016, 15 maybe?
Got one more that I traded with somebody in California this week. And it came super fast. Like, the pin came within about 5 days, which is really good, isn't it, for California? Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, we've waited months, haven't we? Where they've been, it's sort of got to the airport and then they get stuck forever and ever and ever. Do you remember what pin we sent for this?
No.
I'll think, but how cute. So it's a 2007 Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party pin, and it's got Stitch on it with a spider, and it's really cool. We have been going to the Halloween parties in Florida for the last 10 years, haven't we? Maybe longer, maybe 12 years. But that was before we started pin trading, and all I can think of is all the pins we missed out on.
Well,
I mean, devastated.
you're having a good go at getting some of them back.
Yeah, we're doing quite well. Okay.
So is that the end of our pin mail?
Yeah, that's the end of our pin mail for this week.
Look, Dennis Bosman is now showing off and says he has all the Sum pins.
Of the world.
He's showing off. He's showing off in a way that isn't encouraging me to give him this pin.
That is pretty cool.
So, shall we have another look at Breda and
Yes.
what went on last week?
Yes.
So this is video 2.
Part 2.
Oh, would be.
Hi guys! So it's about 10:30 in the evening. We've been here since around 3:15 and it is still going strong, this event. So we thought we'd give you a little walking tour quickly. So when you walk into the building on the right hand side, you can see there's like a pop-up store with all Disney traditions, and the prices are really reasonable. They're less than cost, aren't they? We looked at a little Jack figurine and it was, I think it was 20 euros, which is amazing. Follow me! So when we walk through these doors, you're going to be able to see Dennis doing the raffle. Oh, Dennis is waving at us. You're going to be able to see Dennis doing a raffle. The raffles have been going on all day. And people have been winning amazing prizes, pins. Someone's just won, a child has just won a great big, the yellow Acme box pins. It's amazing. Follow me, I'm going to show you some other things. So, on the right hand side, we've got some gorgeous Disney artwork, which is all absolutely beautiful. And this lady makes and sells these, and she's also doing commissions, isn't she, Phil? Is that right? I think so. So she'll draw and paint whatever they want her to. Coming in, I'm going to take you into the pin room. It's going to be really loud. Follow me.
Nou staan daar, hè? Vaak de meeste van de weapons. 6, 7.
So, the raffle's still going on, so sorry it's really loud, but I thought we'd show you around the room a little. So remember, it's from 10 o'clock in the night, and have a look at the people that are still here. Amazing pins, Pandora, lots of things from Shanghai and Hong Kong.
Oké. Genie. Een leuk speeldoosje van Genie. Ik heb het doosje er ook nog bij. Genie.
Delaloo blanket.
519. Doen we dat. 519. 519.
So this over here, earlier on, was a trading board. And it was set up a little bit like the pin trading board in Paris, where you could trade limited edition for limited edition and open edition for open edition, Acme for Acme. Follow me? P.S. You can't trade Acme pins in Paris, but you could here.
Dan kan je een doosje doen. Ik hou even vast.
So earlier on, these tables were absolutely jam-packed with people trading.
Daar is hij hoor. Oh, ik hoop zo hè.
Have a little look at the whole room.
Ik heel de dag tegen mij. Dennis?
Oh, I don't know, that ended abruptly. I don't think it was supposed to.
No.
What did they miss at the end of that video? Maybe it did end in the right place. I don't know.
Maybe.
But anyway, it looks amazing, right? And it was amazing.
Unless there's another slightly weird Facebook event.
Maybe. It was a brilliant, brilliant day, wasn't it? And we can't wait to go back next year. There's actually another one at the end of this year.
On October
the 5th, I think. Yes. So, super exciting. Should we move on?
Yes, and we're going to talk about this weekend's Paris event?
So, this weekend in Disneyland Paris, it is going to be pin trading day, and they are releasing a ton, aren't they, of beautiful princess pins.
So the pins are Cinderella, Belle, Aurora, Rapunzel, Snow White, Yasmin, Tiana, Ariel, Moana, and the round pin, which they call the Galways au Francais, is Merida. So there are 10 pins in total. So I think you end up with about 160 euros worth of pins if you buy one of them all.
Yeah. And normally you can buy 2 of them all. So it is. Who's just said that? Becky has just said it's carnage. It really is carnage. So this time last year, and for however long I can remember before then, you would just turn up at Disneyland Paris really early in the morning, and you would line up and stand in line, be given a wristband, and buy the pins in order of your arrival.
Yeah.
But that didn't really work. It was carnage. There was lots of pushing and shoving and that sort of thing.
Tomfoolery.
Yeah, so they decided to...
People ended up with broken wrists.
Yes.
Too much fighting.
So they decided to use Linebutty, the app, which they'd already been using for meet and greets.
Much to the discomfort of people who actually tried to use it.
We had never used...
lot of complaining about it.
There was. We'd never used Linebutty because we'd never booked a meet and greet in Paris, had we?
No, we hadn't.
We'd not been with,
children.
Yeah, little ones that wanted to meet someone, and if we wanted to meet someone, if they weren't sort of free, then we probably would move on. But, so we had read in the past that it was tricky to get these Linebutty appointments, and that is indeed true. I think every event that every day that we've been to, we've not got tickets for, have we?
No.
We've only been had pins because really kind people of our pages have given us their spare pins. So at cost, they've given us the pins that they didn't want to buy,
spares.
if you know what I mean. So if there were 3 of them, they all got tickets, and they only bought 5 out of the 6 sets they could buy. They gave us the spares. Really kind. I know Jamie Gibbs did that for us, didn't he?
He did.
He was really sweet of him. And I know in the past, I think Mallory Hay has done that for us on a amazingly kind of people. So on Thursday, if you are going to Disneyland Paris this weekend and you want to buy those pins, on Thursday at
5 p.m.
5 p.m. UK time, you need to have downloaded that Linebutty app, and you need to be on it at 5 p.m. on the dot, because those tickets, they don't even run out in seconds, because I've literally been there, refresh, from about 5 to 5, and I've never got a ticket, and you haven't either of you. So here is one iPhone. Other types of phones are available, and here is the Linebutty app in all its glory. Take a ticket. So then you are given a large list of mainly this is a French app. There's a large list of French and other French-speaking types of virtual places that operate a virtual queue. And here we see that Disneyland Paris is on there. So I think Gina is going this weekend. So
select Disneyland Paris, and then offer a choice of the studios and the park. So I go to Disneyland Park, and I'm then offered pin trading. And then you can see I have 2 options: pin trading and last chance. So pin trading will become available on Thursday, and that will allow you to take a ticket for one of the guaranteed spots if you can get one.
Mm-hmm.
And then last chance, which becomes available on
Friday at the same time.
And will sell out just as quickly.
Yeah.
That means you can basically be the lucky losers to take a first pick of what's left
Whatever's
over.
left. But interestingly enough, yesterday, all of the Line Boutique tickets sold out on Thursday, and then all of the last chance tickets sold out.
Jimmy Gibbs is just saying you can go through the website. Doesn't crash like the app does. That is a very useful piece of information.
That's really useful. I didn't think of doing that. Thank you, Jamie. But
steal Jamie's tip.
Steal his tip, guys. So this weekend, all of the Line Boutique tickets sold out, and so did the last chance. But this morning, someone messaged me and said they have these 4 pins available. So I think it's genuinely a case of people not buying 2 of each pin. For example, if there were 5 of it, like if we all went as a family, we're not going to buy,
5,
and we had 5. We're not going to buy 10 sets of pins, are we?
No.
So unless they're at the Aristocats, and then I want 100 sets.
But also for this weekend, the full pack, even if you got the annual discount, is something like €120.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
So the chance of you wanting more than 1 set is pretty low anyway, I would have thought.
Yeah.
And Jamie's just given us the web address.
Thank you, Jamie.
https://en.lineboutique.com.
Darcy says her favourite is when they photograph it on the car dashboard. Yes, I know what you mean. Yes. So just be aware that if you... Oh, that's our little doggy. We have our little doggy back this week. She's been in Wales on holiday with her grandparents. So she's back. She just wants to go outside. So just be aware that if you want those pins, the first thing you need to do is download that app or go to the website that Jamie has just given us the details for there and try and get those tickets. If you don't get a Line Boutique ticket, definitely pop in to wherever those pins are being released from. I think they're being released from Pueblo this week, but I'll double check that for you in a moment. I would definitely go back at the end of the day and just see what they had left, if they have any left, and that's what we'll be doing because we're going anyway. We've decided that Jamie says 15 phones, 6 frustration. Oh yes, we'll say that in a sec. We'll definitely go at some point if we don't have a ticket and see if they've got anything left. The only problem that we are finding with the Line Boutique app for booking trips is that if we leave it until the Thursday before we book the Eurotunnel or a hotel, it just becomes extortionate, doesn't it?
It doesn't give you enough time.
Yeah, so we're just going to book it. We've booked it already, actually, haven't we? And we're going to go, and if we don't get pins, we'll still have a lovely day in the park.
Yeah, yes, we will.
Yeah, so it'll be fun.
And whilst we are there, every time when we are there, we are happy to pick up anything that people want.
So we created this page in particular so that we could share information and also so that we could pick up pins at cost. So that will always, always, always apply to open edition pins. If the pins are in the shop and I can get them and we can get them, they will. If the pin costs €10, it'll be €10 and then plus postage. Limited editions are trickier because I can't promise that we can get them always. But if they have pins left over that we can get, we will get them for you at cost, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah. But we can never ever promise with the limited editions because we don't want to cause disappointment. So this week, what we'll try and do is we will put up some pictures of the open edition pins that they'll have on sale, and then what we'll also do is we'll send you, if you want those pins, we will send you PayPal details and you will pay for the pin as soon as I can tell you how much it is, and as soon as we've got that pin then we'll let you know. For our friends overseas, so we've got a couple of lovely American friends watching, haven't we? We are also really happy to pick pins up for you anytime, and you have a choice. We can either bring the pins with us when we come to Florida in the summer. We're going to be in Florida for about, well, it's August.
It's just over 2 weeks, isn't it?
Just over 2 weeks in August. So we'll be at the Epcot pin trading event. So we can happily hand them to you there, or we can send them to you from, it's totally up to you.
Yes.
Yeah. From here, yeah.
So, shall we have a look at your pin of the week?
So,
Which actually isn't one pin this week.
yeah. So, for the last 5 years, I've only collected the Aristocats and Stitch. And then something drastic happened. So, at the pin trading event,
Last November.
what's it called in Paris? They have twice
Pin
a year.
Trading Day.
Pin trading day.
Right, no, I think actually is the event.
Yeah, the
Saturday is the day.
Disneyland Paris pin trading event that you have to pay to go to. We were there, and it was like, I mean, we took over a quarter of the room with people from the UK. It was amazing, wasn't it?
We were there.
Jamie was there. Dot was there. Trisha was there. Steve and Rose Clay were there. Who else is there?
Jamie was there.
Yep, Jamie was definitely there.
Dot was there.
Who else? They were Benjamin and Michael were there.
Yes.
Maybe Stuart. I don't know actually. It was Stuart
might have been there as
Henderson.
well.
Yeah.
He might have been there as
Yeah.
well.
We had a brilliant day, and there is a point in the day where when you go in and you buy your pins, you enter a raffle, and you win a framed set of pins. And this particular day, I think they had 8 framed pin sets to give away, and Benjamin Meany won a framed set. Oh, Carly and Bailey were there, yes. Won this beautiful framed set, and I was furious. I was so jealous. And he said, I really don't want it. You can have it. So we traded pins for it, and I'm totally addicted to pins, to framed sets now. Like, totally addicted. In my parents' house, for the last, at least, I think 15, 16, maybe longer years, they've had these gorgeous gold framed sets on the wall, and my mum won't give them to me. So I've said, fine, I'll collect my own. So let me show you. So this is our pin of the week this week, and it's not really a pin, it's a framed set, but it is so beautiful. So if you guys see any more of these, I am collecting them. Already I have Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty and Prince Philip is being kept for me by someone in America. And possibly, I think, Dopey. We're working out a trade for that, aren't we? Look at this beautiful frame set. It's Jiminy Cricket.
So this is Jiminy Cricket from the model sheet series. And there
it's
are 3 pins there, there and there. And then around the back, if you can see the drawing, that is a drawing based on the original model sheets that the animators were given to make sure that everyone was drawing it the same way.
And I absolutely love them. And they're actually a really high limited edition number. They're 7,500. And we absolutely love it, don't we?
Yeah.
It was originally €49 to buy.
Is it?
Yeah, €49.
Or $45, actually,
Or
in America.
$45, yeah.
It doesn't say that on the but Pinpix is $45.
Yeah, and we just love it. So if anybody sees any of these for sale, or if anybody has one for sale or trade, let me know, because I would love to be able
To get some more?
to get some more so we can put them on the wall, because I love them. My mum actually told me that.
She's watching now, actually.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Hi, Mum. She said to me that when they brought them out first, she remembers that the Maleficent one that they brought out sat in the shop for ages. We were there 1 month, and then a couple of months later we went back, and they still had them in the shop, which I can't believe, because that would never happen these days.
You wouldn't have that kind of stuff now.
No. So,
So please keep your eye out for more of
so
those.
keep your eyes out for more of those. Okay.
Shall we have our final trip
Yeah,
to Breda?
final trip to Breda. Here we go. Enjoy. Hi guys. So we thought we'd show you some of the pins we traded for today. We had a really good day. It's just finishing off. The raffle at the end of the evening lasted for over an hour. So there was at least 100 prizes. It was amazing. I'm going to show you some of the pins we traded for. So here we go. We have some Disneyland Paris refresh pins. We have some Acme pins. Some UK limited editions. Some a frame set. I've started collecting frame sets, which is they're so beautiful. And then my absolute favourite trade of the day was this set here. We traded for the whole set and I absolutely love it. So normally we only collect the Aristocats and Stitch, but these we are going to frame. Some Disney Acme pins, and then Phil's favourite trade of the day. Is this a cursive cutie? The Stitch cursive cutie, which is a Hollywood Studio store pin, which we absolutely love. Some of the older refresh pins, a couple of Ariels, and we've got into a really bad habit of trading with people and then putting pins away. So when we find the others that we traded, we'll pop some pictures on the page. And thank you for watching! We've just had a comment that's made us laugh in between, and it's from Tansy. And Tansy says, let's scroll down. She says she's going to be in Walt Disney World from the 16th until the 31st of August with her other half and his family, getting married in between buying pins. We're a bit like that, aren't we? So we plan our trips around pin trading, pin buying.
So did you have any other thoughts from Breda?
Any other thoughts from Breda? That it was amazing, and I don't want to miss the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really, really good. We were thinking that maybe next year we would organise a group trip over, because
if anybody
is interested in going in a group, it would.
How would you get there?
How would we get there?
Which way would you pick?
By ferry. This is my favourite mode of transportation these days. No, it was. Yeah, we would definitely love to run a trip. That would be really fun, wouldn't it? We have a message from. Was that from?
From Cindy.
Cindy.
So there's a fandom market.
Fandom market
on June the 1st, which I think is in Utrecht.
Oh.
And so that is another event which is going on. There are events all the time in the Netherlands.
I know, they're amazing. The friendliest pin traders, and they're really proactive with things, aren't they? Really great. Yes.
So Cindy, who is
we're
watching,
going to try our absolute best to come to that. We've not really had a chat about that, have we yet? But
no, Cindy can make it work.
If we can make it work, we definitely will. It sounds fantastic.
And if anyone else wants to go to that event, then feel free to ask Cindy for information.
Yeah. And if anybody has any questions about the Breda event, feel free to message us, and we can talk you through how we found it. Yeah,
and hopefully we'll get one of the organisers on in a couple of weeks' time, when Facebook is slightly more stable.
Yeah, we'll do a live feed with him, won't we?
Yeah.
So with them. So that was brilliant. That was a brilliant event. Do we have anything else to talk about?
Only briefly to say, across the page there are bits of information. We are slowly trying to get everything to work together. This video will be on Facebook and then YouTube, so you can watch it on your big screen.
Yay!
And in the comfort of your own home, or in bed, as you like to watch your YouTube videos.
Yeah, I do.
I think that is basically everything we were going to talk about today.
Yeah.
We do have a draw.
We do. We have lanyard giveaways to do. So our amazing friends from the Dutch Pin Trading page have given us a pile of lanyards to give away. So what we've done, guys, is we've put your names into the name generator, and we are going to pick a couple of winners, aren't we? But the rules are, you have to have liked our page, and also you have to be watching. So I don't know how many people are watching right now. 25. So if we call...
We've had a couple of false starts today. So
I know, yeah. So
if we see someone who we knew
were watching,
was watching earlier on,
be kind and we'll keep them a lanyard.
We'll count that as watching.
So, let's see. Should we pop? Have we got the names in already, haven't we?
So here we are.
Can you guys see the names?
Here are the names. And just scroll down there. These are the names.
There's quite a few this week, guys.
We've had to change from our previous provider because we had 100, and that you can only get 100 on the wheel. So
here we go. Oh, you get to pick which colour you want. You can pick.
Oh yes, we haven't shown anyone what they actually look like.
them? They're amazing.
Shall we have a quick look at those first?
So they're frozen. So here we go. They're amazing. And they've got Elsa and Olaf on, and that's got Anna on as well, actually. And then we have these gorgeous ones here. You can put all of your amazing pins on there, and they're the purple ones. So you get to choose what colour you want. Any colour you want. Okay, here we go. So, the first winner is... They're so cute, Ali, aren't they? Who's the first winner?
Joanne Plum.
Ah! Joanne Plum. Is Joanne watching? Say hi, Joanne, if you're watching. Cool. Should we do another one? Let's do another one. Rebecca Driscoll. Rebecca, I think we just need to keep a package for you, and at the end of the year, when you win everything, we can just send everything to you. Are you watching, Rebecca? Oh, I hope so. You can tell us what colours you want.
Oh,
yay, Joe! Me, little Joe. So my mum works with Joe, and last week we sent Joe on a pin. Joe went to Disneyland Paris, and I sent her she works with my mum, and I sent her a message saying, if you see any of these pins, please can you get them for me? And she tried really hard, and Joanna was there with her family from what day? I think she was there like Monday to Thursday. And
Sunday to Thursday.
But she missed Pueblo because Pueblo's only open on the weekend. But she tried really hard to get me pins. So, Joanne, you can pick whatever colour you want.
So long as it's blue or purple.
So long as it's blue or purple. Rebecca. Is Rebecca watching? Should we do one more then?
Yes. Make sure this is still on there.
Yep.
Ian
Grantham. Say hi if you're watching, Ian. I don't know if he's watching.
We watch with bated breath.
We'll watch, and if he's not, we'll do another one. Yeah. So we are super excited for next weekend, for the Disneyland Paris, but we are not leaving London until Saturday morning, really early hours, and then I have to be in a rehearsal at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning. So I mean, we need to be back in London sort of by midnight the night Saturday night. So it's going to be quite the trip, isn't it?
And how will you spend that trip?
I'm going to be asleep most of the trip in the car. Should we do another one? But I'm sure it'll be worth it. Ricky Flax.
No, Cindy, we're not going to.
We can't, Cindy, go to the annual pass party.
It's on a Friday.
It's on a Friday, and we have to work. Sometimes we can jiggle it around, but we're both really busy in work at the moment, aren't we? So there's no way that either of us can have that Friday off, is there? Which is such a shame, because we would have loved to have gone for the weekend, but never mind. I'm not sure Ricky's watching. Should we try somebody else?
We'll try one more.
Yeah. Erwin, if you're watching, say hi. Erwin is one of our lovely friends. that we met in Disneyland Paris, and we saw him actually last week at the Dutch trading event, didn't we, Phil?
We did.
I think we traded with him, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Collects Little Mermaid.
He does collect the Little Mermaid. He's got some really cool pins. Should we do one more? I don't think Erwin is here watching. He hasn't said hi, and he normally does.
And also, since Erwin is one of the people that runs the event in Holland, and he was one of the people that gave us the lanyards, he's probably got more than enough.
He's probably got more than enough. I know. Thank you to Erwin. Will. I don't think I've seen Will on tonight either. Go on. If he's there, he can have a lanyard anyway. Pick one more, Phil. Oh! Rebecca Hill. So that's our lovely friend Rebecca. Oh, I'll pick your mum's favourite colour, purple, please. Disappointed I couldn't get the pins for you. Oh, we know you were. We really appreciated you trying, little Joe. Thank you so much. I think Joe has got 2 children. So Joe, you can pick. You can have a pink one and a blue one if you want, or a purple and a blue, or 2 purple or 2 blue. It's up to you.
Unless you keep it for yourself.
Unless you're keeping it for yourself.
Because your mother would.
Yes. Let's do one more then. Jessica Lauren! I think Jessica's watching. I'm sure she is.
Let's have a look.
Let's see. Are you watching, Jessica? Jessica collects. It's really sad that I know people's names and I can tell you who they collect. I'm pretty sure that Jessica collects the Little Mermaid. And earlier on today, I had our cousin messaged and said, our friend has these pins from ages ago that she got when she took her daughter to Disneyland Paris. And she sent me a picture of a lanyard, and on it
Oh, we're back for the third time
oh gosh, we've not had a lot of luck.
For the third time of asking, this is in danger of being tiresome tonight.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say.
Sorry guys, we think there's a problem with Facebook. Well, there's been problems with Facebook all week, hasn't there? It's been all over the news and God knows what. But thank you for your patience. And thank you for tuning in tonight. Next week, we are going to try and go live from Disneyland Paris, aren't we?
Although if it's
we
not,
will try our best.
if it's not working with a wired broadband connection
Yeah.
in London, I'm not sure how 3G is going to work in the parks, but we will give it a go.
We'll give it a try, but it'll be on Saturday, and I'm not sure what time yet. It will depend on if we get Linebity tickets, if we don't. If we do get Linebity tickets, we'll try and record us picking up the pins using the app, so that you can see the
Emma Stevenson, we talk about the lanyard. Yes, we need to give this one last go with the lanyard. So
let's go.
Let's just put our thing back and then go to the
There we
page.
go. Let's pick someone else.
And
Reset. Donna. I don't think Donna's watching. I think she would comment. Let's try someone else. If Donna is watching, she can have a lanyard anyway. Heike. Do you think Heike's watching? She hasn't commented, has she?
She has not commented.
I don't think so.
Dot was saying his name in the draw.
Yes, it should be. I think everyone...
Let's have a look.
Where is
There's
it?
James, there's Michelle, Jessica, Vicky, Donna, Ian. Oh, I mean the one you were saying about maybe the Little Mermaid. Oh,
What's Little Mermaid?
Little Mermaid pins, and you were in the middle of the story about the old pins.
Oh, yes. So she sent me a picture, and the lanyard has some really old pins on it, but one of the pins was a Little Mermaid pin that I'd not seen before, and it was gorgeous. It's an open edition pin, and I put it into Pinpix, and it was something like 243 once, 14 trades. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty popular. And then another one was a Jasmine, with Jasmine wearing all purple, which was really cute. And then another one, which is really interesting, but I've asked her to send me a picture of the back of it to see if it says any information. It is a huge jumbo Tinkerbell, and the only Tinkerbell that I can find that looks anything like it on Pinpix is one from a limited edition of 15 pin framed set. So already I know that Steve Clare collects Tinkerbell, doesn't he?
He does.
Well, he did. I know they've been selling some Tinkerbell pins, so I'm not sure whether they collect them anymore. But I've said I'll have to double check that one, because
That would be quite.
that would be quite the
something.
find. Yeah. So we will. I don't know what she wants to do with them, whether she wants to trade them or what. They're not pin traders at all. They're just her little girl's lanyard, and now she's all grown up and they've been under
she's
the
not
bed
letting go
for
anymore.
about 15 years, so she doesn't want them anymore. So I'll ask her what she wants to do with them, and maybe I'll put them on the page. Yeah. We've got a raffle going as well on one of the other pages, haven't we? We do. So
We do.
if anybody wants to play that, feel free. Anything else that we want to share?
I don't think so. We're going to try and report back in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, so
from the Paris
1 week. Well, yeah, we'll report back in 2 weeks' time, but we'll try and go live next Saturday
for bits and pieces of the day.
for bits and pieces of the day. If you have any questions in between, or you want us to talk about anything, send us messages. You can send them to me or Phil if you're friends
Yep.
with us, and if you're not friends with us, still
You can
send
find
them.
us- you
Find
can
us
find
on
us there.
Facebook and add us, yeah. And or you can send them to the Pinsane page, and we can answer them straight away for you if we can, or we can use that information then to help other people on the page. Yay!
Emma's just asked when we were doing our pin trading board tonight. Given the way Facebook has been playing out tonight, I think we would probably
We're
give
gonna
it a little rest.
we're gonna give it a rest, but we'll do it next time for sure, and we'll jig the pins around, so there'll be lots of new pins on there. Also, since coming back from the event in Holland, and we've been in work all week, haven't we? We haven't really had chance to refresh it, and we want it to be fun. So we will do it next time, we promise.
And Dot said, does Pinpix give the value of pins?
No, it doesn't. Doesn't give the value, monetary value.
No, there is a tab on there to show what Pinpicks thinks the value is, but that's dependent on one of the Pinpicks admin filling it in, and it's only on maybe 2% of the pins.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, to be honest, how accurate that is.
Becky says that eBay
You
prices are good.
You can get a general idea from the relative wants and trades and edition sizes. But yeah, eBay sold listings are the best bet.
Yes, definitely. That's the best way to go,
Yeah.
I think, isn't it? So if you're in Disneyland Paris next week or you're going, come and say hi to us if we don't see you first. And also, if anybody needs pins picking up, let us know. And we can either tell you, sometimes we know how much they'll be before we go. Because
if it's an open edition.
Yeah, if it's an open edition, we'll know. And then if there are limited editions left that you would like and we can get them, let us know. And we can pick up whatever you need if we can get them.
And if people are struggling to find the values of pins, then just put them in the groups and see if someone else can help you.
Yeah, there's lots of really friendly people that know lots about pins.
Might be able to help.
Yeah, totally. So thank you for watching, guys.
Yeah.
And hopefully the next time we see you, we won't have to restart 4 times.
Hopefully.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Good night.